Hi and welcome to my channel. That's so blessing. I heard that you want to go from this to this with no glue, and you know I got you. I'm going to show you how to do a frontal wig install with absolutely no adhesives, no glues, no gels, no sprays holding that lace in place. It is absolutely possible, and I'm going to show you exactly how. Oh, and it's easy, so stay tuned. We're doing straight back cornrows, but with a twist. Think of the hair in three different sections: a section in the middle and a section on either side of the hair. So once we have one of our sides sectioned off, we're going to part away the rest of the hair and section off one side, and then we'll make a horizontal parting basically to her other ear. In that same section of hair, we're going to part vertically and then directly backwards, so the part lines up with the horizontal part that we made in the back. At this point in the service, my client wasn't sure if she wanted her wig sewn down or not, which is why I did this braid pattern, because I'll be able to sew down her wig with this braid pattern. But if your client doesn't want their wig sewn down, you can just go ahead and do straight backs. After the anchor cornrow, you're going to cornrow vertically back for the rest of this section and connect them as best you can. The sections on the side should mirror each other. They're going to look pretty much the same. Let me know if in future videos you only need to see one side, but I thought it might be helpful to see the other side kind of from like a different angle. Both of our side sections are done. Now we're on to the middle. Here's where we're pretty much just going to do straight backs. Do not make them too big. We don't want our wig looking bulky. We need it nice and flat. And then also I would suggest making a part directly in the middle in case they want to wear a middle part, because if there's a cornrow where the middle part is supposed to be, it just does not sit as flat, and the color of the lace can look a little off, especially since we're not doing a bald cap. I'm connecting as many ends of the cornrows as I possibly can, just so there's less to sew down at the end. It's easier to sew down one or two cornrows instead of literally a million. If this is something you have trouble with, it's not going to make or break your install. If you want a tutorial on it, let me know down below. I'm taking the end of my very last cornrow and I'm placing it to see where it will lay flat. Once I find a place that it will lay flat and seamless, I go ahead and tack it down. I'm cleaning her hairline with some 91% alcohol. I'm using some Got to Be Glued in the black tube to push her baby hairs back and out the way. And now I'm going in with an edge brush and my blow dryer on high heat, high airflow, and I'm just freezing those hairs in place. I'm placing the wig on her head and I'm taking note of where the top of her ears are, and that is where I'm going to cut slits in the lace on both sides. You don't need to cut the slits very deep, literally just to where the hairline starts. This elastic is about 3/4 of an inch. It's non-roll elastic. You can get it from the fabric section in Walmart or stores like Joann's. Make sure she's holding her head upright, and I take the elastic and I go along her sideburns and around the back. I kind of stretch it to see how much tension would give her a headache, and then I make sure that I make the elastic bigger than that. We want enough tension to hold the wig in place, but not too much tension where she's going to get a headache. We're going to cut as much as necessary and then burn the ends just so they're less likely to unravel. We're going to find the slits we cut in the wig, and we're going to line the elastic band up with those slits. We're not going to put it directly on the slit or next to it. We're going to leave a little bit of space and then sew it in place. This is so important. Drag your elastic from one side to the other, holding the wig just like this, just so you can make sure that your elastic band isn't twisted when you go to sew it down. I'm just checking the fit of her elastic band. I'm making sure the wig is not too big or too small. It does happen to be a little bit too big. I feel like we needed a little bit more taut, so I'm going to take it off and cut that elastic band shorter. This is how much I took off, and then it was the perfect fit. I'm going to cut 3 slits in the lace, 1 in the middle and 1 on either side, right in between like the middle part in her ear. And I'm going to cut in a jagged line, so definitely not straight across. For the tab hanging above her ear, I'm going to flip that lace upward, and then I'm going to cut kind of straight across but up, and then I'm just going to trace around her ear basically. I'm kind of setting the foundation of our install, nothing too hardcore. I'm just combing the hairline back. I'm cleaning her part up. I'm taking a thin sliver of hair from ear to ear, and that is what we're going to use for her baby hairs. I'm shaving those baby hairs down in a jagged motion, and then I'm also shaving them going towards the back. After cutting my baby hairs to my desired length, I'm going to go in with my Nairobi, and I'm going to finesse my baby hairs. As you can see, it takes me several strokes in order to get the baby hairs exactly how I want them. So if it takes you a little while, don't get discouraged. It takes me forever too. In between the baby hairs, I'm combing the hairs back in order to get that relaxed look. I'm using my Blessed Be the Mane edge wrap in order to tie that hairline down and then sit her under the dryer until the hairline is fully dry. I'm going in with some jet black hair dye to fix anywhere the knots are over bleached. So I'm just parting throughout the frontal, and if I see anything that is a little over bleached, I'm just going in with an edge brush with that jet black dye, and I'm just hitting her roots. After I'm done styling, I go in with my bedhead wax stick and I hit her hairline as well as the outline of her part. Then I go in with my Andis hot comb on about 450 and I hot comb those same areas that I use the wax sticks. Those are the areas that I want her wig to be the most flat, which are the hairline and then of course the parting. After we take our edge band off, you can go in with some gel and your favorite edge brush and just kind of clean those baby hairs up if necessary. We achieved this look with a custom handmade wig from blessedbethemain.com in the lengths 20, 22, 22 wavy, that's 3 bundles, and then 1 16-inch HD frontal. This is our finished result. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you have any video suggestions or questions about this video below in the comments. Talk to you soon. G-Wagon, all the Benz, the